This is a $200 cooler from Yeti, but can this Walmart cooler do the same job for only 14 bucks? Alright, let's start the video by filling these guys up with some ice, and then by the end, we'll check to see how they're holding up. Before we fill these up with ice, let's first test how many cans actually fit in here. Yeti claims that this fits up to 11 cans with no ice in it, so let's see if that's true. Alright, that's 11 cans in there. Can number 12 is not going to fit in there, but let's see if this even closes. Nice, so it closes perfectly with 11, but of course no ice is going to fit in there. Alright, next let's take a look at the Ozark Trail cooler. They claim that this cooler fits up to 12 cans, so let's see if that's true. So it seems like this specifically designed to fit exactly 12 with a slight bit of space up top, so if you want to throw a few ice cubes, like a thin layer of ice cubes on there, you probably could. So even though the Ozark Trail's cooler is slightly smaller, on the inside it has more capacity. Now let's fill these up with ice. I've got a little bucket of ice here and 6 cans in each cooler. Alright, same thing with the Yeti cooler, 6 cans and a similar amount of ice. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the build quality first.
So let's start off with the Ozark Trail. The Ozark, right off the bat, cheap, honestly. The zippers open really easily, but I think it really comes with the downside just because of how fragile they can be and easily broken. The insulation thing, right off the bat, pretty cheap. I mean, it's kind of just this bin and this super thin material, not a whole lot of cushion. I could tell that the ice is not gonna hold at all. And also, I could tell it's gonna sweat through all this. So it's for sure gonna be all wet at the end of probably a few hours. Overall, this thing is really cheap, but honestly, it's what you get for 14 bucks. So let's move on to the Yeti. Alright, let's start with the outside. Right off the bat, super good quality. You might not be able to tell on camera, but this is really sturdy, nice, and good material. The straps feel really good, real stitched on there. Buckle, just all in all, really good quality. It's tough, straps and everything. And the zipper handle is really hard to open, so you can tell that made out of good quality. You can tell it's not gonna break. As soon as I open this thing, you can just see the really thick insulation and this top half. Can't really tell on camera, but really good insulated. Even if there's leak proof on this thing. Top handle, really sturdy. Back handle, same theme. It's really nice, good quality overall. This bottom piece is another little layer on it, so extra sturdy. And these little straps right here on the Yeti are actually for attachments. So let's look at that next.
Alright, next we're going to talk about attachments. And as far as the Ozark Trail, I mean, we couldn't find any online or in store, any attachments for this one. But, I mean, as you can see, I mentioned before, we've got the little bottle holder right here on both sides. Honestly, it probably has the same attachments built in already as the Yeti does, just for literally a fraction of the cost, basically free. So, that's the Ozark one, but what I really want to get into is attachments for the Yeti. I'm gonna start with this one because it's free and it comes with the Yeti. And so basically just, buckle right here. Boom. That's good. That is the free one attached and pretty good quality. The build quality is really good. Gel memory foam material. Alright, so next up we got the bottle opener that is attached to the MOLLE, basically the straps of the cooler. And this one starts off at $10. So, I mean, kind of pricey for a piece of aluminum. Alright, next we got a bottle opener. And this one's a retractable bottle opener. Same thing, attached to the MOLLE attachment. And this comes in at 30 bucks. So, I mean, I guess you can pick whether you want a $10 one or a fancy $30 one. That's retractable and pretty good quality, pretty heavy, nice and heavy. All right, and then the next item we have is the bottle sling. And this one comes in at $35. Pretty nice quality. It fits your Yeti Rambler, your Yeti. No Stanley, no Hydro Flask, your Yeti. And lastly, we got the waterproof gear case from Yeti. It starts at $50. And this one straps onto a whole side, so take that into consideration when you buy this. It for sure fits in a lot of stuff. It's nice Velcro, and you can see right there, a lot of space. So if you have extra money to spend, then I would for sure recommend this. And next we're gonna talk about how leak proof they are.
A little bit of water in there. Close this bad boy up. It says, I don't know if you can read that, but 100% leak proof. It says on the tab. Alright. Close this bitch up. Alright. Close this up. Oh! Oh, I didn't close it all the way. Fully closed. These zippers better. Yeah. It's pretty leak proof. Water's in there. 100% leak proof. It actually is. You don't believe me. There's no tricks around here. Time for the Ozark. A little bit of water in there. Close it up. I already feel it little damp at the bottom. Right away. So, not really leak proof at all. Oh shit. Yeah, this didn't even hold a little bit. So you can really tell the zipper, I think it's the zipper that really, this one for sure failed. Didn't even like hold a little bit of it. Oh, and by the way, this has a limited lifetime warranty. We tried to look into it to see like the full details, but didn't really tell us what that really means. So yeah, don't really know what limited lifetime warranty means, but I mean, you could do your research. We tried to do research, but didn't really figure anything out. But on the other hand, the Yeti has a 3-year warranty, so it's not really the best, but I'm pretty sure that it covers most things. Now that we have done all of our tests, let's go see what the ice is looking like.
Alright, it is now the next day. It has been just over 10.5 hours. Alright, first let's start off with the Arctic zone. All the cans are still pretty cold. Alright, so it looks like all the ice melted. The cans were still cold 10.5 hours later, but there's not a single ice cube left in there. Let's see if spending $200 will get you some ice 10.5 hours later. Alright, so it looks like there's no ice in there. So similar situation to the Ozark Trail's cooler. Since there's no ice left in either one, let's check to see which water is cooler. The Ozark Trail water is coming in at 52.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see how the Yeti does. And the Yeti came in at 48 degrees even, meaning that it was able to keep it just a bit cooler than the Ozark Trails. Alright, so taking all those things into consideration, you know, your price, your build quality, your attachments, you really have to decide for your own situation and your own lifestyle which one's right for you. If you're just using this to go to work and back, then a cheap $14 cooler is probably going to be good enough. But if you're going to be using this for camping and you want stuff to stay cooler for just a little longer, then maybe $200 cooler is right for you. Either way, thank you for watching. Let us know what you want to see next. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.